Let me share. So, good morning to all of you in India, and good afternoon, good evening to all those who are elsewhere. So, today we're going to read or listen to this Avyat Murli. Struggling to get this organized. Give me a moment. There's something at the top that's not allowing me.
Shall we share, brother?
1 second. No, it's okay. No, let me press OK. Yeah, now this is better because there was something happening to the PDF. I'd like to make this full screen, but yeah, now it is full screen. So it is the Murli of the 14th of December, 1978. Just like every time, pardon me, Baba doesn't want us children to labor. Baba wants our effort to be effortless. Many times Baba says that there's effort, but there is also love. And so love makes the effort easy rather than making the effort as a labor, as a painful experience. But many times we children continue to hold on to our waste thoughts, our irrelevant, thoughts that we hold on to create obstacles, and we end up finding ourselves in a mess. So Baba wants us to let go of those things of the past, let's let go of the things of the future. Especially today, Baba is talking about our fears, our worries about what will transpire in the future. That is what will happen, especially in because of the destruction. So we ask questions many times to Baba. Baba, when will happen? When will it happen? How will it happen? What will be the process? But all those are waste thoughts. And so Baba is saying that when you see something as a big obstacle in front of you, instead of trying to break it, it's important that we take a high jump. But for high jump, we need faith. So even the thought about what will happen during destruction or how it will happen, instead of trying to break that thought, break, the obstacles that we are creating in our mind in this way, Baba wants us to just jump over it. And again, for that jumping, Baba knows that it can only be possible if we have faith. 110% faith in Baba, Baba's teachings, Baba's process that Baba has created. All this is beneficial, all this is happening for us, and so we have to have faith. All right. So now we will read the Murli. The essence is the easy way to remain free from obstacles. So Bapdada is very pleased to see with a vision of love, you beloved, long lost and now found children. Seeing you in the form of being multi-million times fortunate, the most elevated ones who are the crown of his head, he is always pleased. So seeing us in the form of being multi-million times fortunate, the most elevated ones who are the crown of his head, he is always pleased. So let's take a moment to create an experience for ourselves, to see ourselves as multi-million times fortunate, to see ourselves as the most elevated ones, the crown on Baba's head. You are the same ones of the previous cycle who became separated and have now become worthy of claiming such an elevated status. Every child's worthiness and speciality are always very clear in front of Bhagdada. Every child's worthiness and speciality. So every child is really worthy of Baba's love, worthy of the golden aged inheritance that Baba is giving us. Many times we Baba's children feel ourselves to be worthless or at least not as worthy as Baba would want us to feel. Yeah, when Baba tells us that, you're going to get this wonderful golden age where you'll be the kings and queens, emperors and empresses. You'll have nature as your servant. The whole world will be yours. Yeah, we sometimes feel that we're not worthy of it. But Baba is reminding us, no, we are worthy and we all have wonderful specialities. So Baba that knows the value of the speciality of each of your children and considers each of you to be an invaluable jewel. So let's see ourselves as invaluable jewels, sparkling away. You are the constantly cooperative children. Once again, let's see ourselves as totally, completely, constantly cooperative children who are embodiments of remembrance of the Bapdada. So embodiments of remembrance would mean that remembrance is natural, remembrance is spontaneous, remembrance is the way of our lives. There's nothing else other than Baba's remembrance. Yeah, that happens through the day for us through our lives. So we are true embodiments of remembrance of Bapdada, constantly cooperative children. Bapdada always stays with the variety of his invaluable jewels. Now we are all a variety of invaluable jewels. The Father has made you invaluable jewels into a necklace around his neck. He has seated you on his heart throne, made you the stars of his eyes, the crown of his head, and worthy of being worshipped with him in the world. So what does Baba say? He has seated you on his heart throne. So let's see ourselves seated on Baba's heart throne. How comfortable it is. And how soft is his heart throne. How nice and warm it is. And so Baba has made you the stars of his. Let's see ourselves as the sparkle of Baba's eyes. The crown of his head, he's saying this again, and worthy of being worshipped with him in the world. He made you into the special deities of many devotees. Do you maintain such self-esteem? Do you remain constantly stable in that form that Bhakta, that people of the world see you? The crowns of Baba's head, the sparkle, the star of Baba's eyes, seated on his heart throne, multi-million times fortunate, the ones who are worshipped with the Father, yeah, by the people across the planet. Do we see ourselves such worthy souls, such elevated souls? Yeah, so Baba has filled us with a lot of points for our own self-respect so that we can, remain in that elevated consciousness. Then Baba is talking about how we struggle. So today, Bap and Dada were having a conversation about the children. Bap Dada said sometimes instead of moving at a fast speed, the cooperative yogi children, the Raj Rishi children, come to a halt. So we are cooperative children, yogi children, Raj Rishi children. Somehow, we come to a halt. Why do you come to a halt? It is because you're unable to see clearly your future elevated destination. Yeah, Baba, yesterday for you and today for us in the Sakar Murli also talked about being trinetri. Yeah, the third eye of the intellect that allows us to see the unseen. And so if there's an obstacle in front of us, our third eye of vision, that if divine insight allows us to see through the obstacle. And in our Murli class, I was giving this example, that just came to my mind today in the morning, I don't know, out of the blue. And, here in US and maybe in India too, you have now Google Maps, and Google Maps tells us how bad is the traffic. So if you're driving to your destination, if it is red, it means super congested. If it's yellow, it's less congested, slower traffic, but not like a traffic jam. And blue would mean that you're going. So if you see red, but then if you zoom out, that's Google Maps, then you're able to see that it is only maybe for 1 kilometer or 1 mile or 2 miles that there is traffic jam. Beyond that, it is free flowing traffic. And so just that understanding, just that knowledge that these obstacles that are coming, or this obstacle that has come, is very short lasting. If you are able to see what lies beyond the obstacle, beyond the traffic jam, then suddenly there's a sense of relief. So for us to, if we have that X-ray vision, if you will, that divine insight to see through the obstacle, then we will see that the obstacle will end very soon, and we will have a wonderful, smooth sailing after that. So why do you come to a halt? Is because you're unable to see clearly your future elevated destination. Yes, right? So are we all able to see the future elevated destination through the obstacle? Yeah, is the obstacle opaque? We in medicine have x-rays, fluoroscopy. So even when there is an opaque body, like hand, skin and all that, we are able to see the bones. Yeah, we are able to see the inside organs. Yeah, how? Because of that X-ray vision. So even though the obstacle may seem opaque, if we have the third eye open of divine insight, which will allow us to have the X-ray vision to see through the obstacle, the amazing, path that lies beyond. Yes. So why do you come to an halt? It is because you're unable to see clearly your future elevated destination. The test paper of the question mark, what is going to happen in the future? Yes. How long is this traffic jam going to be? Right? Yeah, we know it. We know exactly what's going to happen. What is going to happen in the future comes in front of you, and due to this, your fast speed or intense effort changes into just effort. That is ordinary effort, right? So you lack the courage to remove the obstruction that has come or to jump over the rock on your path. Therefore, you see, again, if you know that this rock is only so big, yeah, it's only say 1 foot high by 1 foot high width, then you can easily jump over it. But if you don't know, if you don't have the ability to know how high it is or how far it is extending, then you won't have the courage to jump over it. So that's what Baba is saying. You lack the courage to remove the obstruction that has come or to jump over the rock on your path. Therefore, you become tired while moving along. Some of you become tired and some of you become disheartened. That is, you lose hope in yourselves. At such a time, even though you have the Father's support, you feel yourselves to have no support. However, you forget the 1 second's easy method, the clever way that Bapdada has spoken of from time to time to remove any obstacle away from yourselves. And what is the easy method that we can use in a second? Yeah, which is a clever method, a shortcut method that Baba is giving us. The double light form of your original form of a point of light, the double light form of your original form of a point of light and to be an instrument while performing actions. See, so on one hand, I have a point of light, that's my original form. On the other hand, the understanding that I am an instrument of Baba. Then we'll be light, physically light. So that light versus dark. So the light that gives out rays so that the darkness can be dispelled. And then the light, the other meaning of light, that is light from the point of view of weight. So when we are not heavy, right? And when can be not have heavy is when we see ourselves to be instruments. So this double light form will enable you to take a high jump in a second. However, what do you children do? Instead of taking a high jump, you begin to try to break or remove the rock. Due to this, the courage and enthusiasm you have at that time, according to your own capacity, is used up in just trying to do so. And so you become tired and disheartened. When Bapdada sees you children making this type of effort, he also feels a lot of mercy. It's really not effort, right? Then it would be a struggle. So he doesn't like us children laboring, struggling, making such type of effort, which is futile. So he says he also feels a lot of mercy. You forget that you can go across it in a second by just taking a jump. So this was a conversation that took place today between Bap and Dada of what the children do. Because of forgetting this, you make an easy path so difficult that you yourselves become tired. What else do? You create a storm of your own base thoughts and you yourself shake in that storm. You yourself shake the foundation of your own faith and the basis of your many types of attainment. You wonder whether destruction will take place or not, whether what God says is accurate or not, whether you should speak with faith to the people of the world or not. See, so many things we get confused. So what Baba is saying, I'm going to repeat this. What else do? You create a storm of your own base thoughts, and you also yourself shake in that storm. So you yourself shake the foundation of your own faith and the basis of your many types of attainments. You see, the stronger the faith, more the attainments. And when we shake our faith, then the foundation of our own faith, then the attainments also disappear. So you wonder whether destruction will take place or not. Mhm. Whether that God is what God says is accurate or not. Whether you should speak with faith to the people of the world or not. Whether you should remain incognito or reveal yourself. Whether you should accumulate everything or use it up for service. Whether you should look after yourself, after your family, or engage yourself in service. The Father is incorporeal and subtle, but we are the ones who have to face everything in the corporeal form. Yeah, sometimes we think that too. We are the ones who have to face everything, face all the problems. Baba doesn't have to face anything. You create such a storm of waste thoughts that you make yourself shake. You shake the foundation of your own faith. Just as a storm can blow you far away, so this storm of waste thoughts also blows you away from the stage of making intense effort to the stage of just making effort. This is wonderful. Here in the US, we have tornadoes and sometimes hurricanes, and these are extremely high speed winds, that blow sometimes entire houses, cars, trucks, and of course, definitely people. Entire houses sometimes blow away. Yes, so mm, similarly, we too get blown away by the storms that we create ourselves. So Baba doesn't want that to happen. Baba wants us to make intense effort, not ordinary effort. So Baba is cautioning us, do not get caught in such storms. Baba Dada asks you children, are you still householders or have you become trustees? Yeah, the second light heavy. If you're householders, we'll be heavy. If you're trustees, then we'll be light. This is not my work. I have to do what I need to do. This is Baba's task. Baba is there to make this happen. So since you are trustees, then who is responsible? Is it you or the father? Then if the father is responsible, is it your responsibility or the father's responsibility as to whether something is going to happen or not, and what is going to happen? Whether it's going to happen or not, and what is going to happen. What is the first indication of an intellect that has faith? Yes. So there's no need for waste thoughts. Yeah, we have to somehow strengthen the foundation of faith. We have to somehow improve the quality of our faith. And so Baba is saying the first indication of an intellect that has faith, someone with a faithful intellect means who is constantly carefree. Yeah, carefree, worry free. That's how we become. That's what we become. Because even in the world, you see people who have, some sort of faith. Sometimes they have faith on their wealth. Sometimes they have faith on their relatives. Sometimes they have faith on their own physical strength. Sometimes they have faith on some higher power, although they are not truly connected to the higher power like we Baba's children are. Yet just that faith keeps them, in a carefree state. For us, we know Baba, we are so connected to Baba. We live with Baba. It's we have this very living relationship with Baba, right? A live kind of relationship with Baba on a constant basis. So we should remain carefree constantly. You know, that's what Baba is saying. Since the Father has taken away all your worries, why should you worry? Why should you worry in your Brahmin life as to whether destruction will take place or not, or when it will take place? Yeah, we think that, all right, if there's going to be 20 more years left, why not I enjoy myself now and I can, with worldly pleasures, and maybe, for 15 years I can do that. And then last 5 years, I can make more effort. Sometimes we think like that. That's the reason we hope to know when it's going to happen. In any case, even if it's going to be 20 years from now, the effort has to be at this moment now. It has to start now. If I wait for tomorrow, 2 years, 10 years, 15 years, and then start my effort, I will never reach the destination. I will never get an elevated status of the golden age. So no matter when destruction is going to happen, I have to make efforts, or I have to start making efforts now. Yeah. So do you not enjoy your Brahmin life? Yeah. So Baba is taking a different point of view. If we are sometimes it's very rare, but sometimes when we are very disheartened with challenges, problems that come to us, we hope that destruction will happen quickly, early. So then Baba is saying, do you not enjoy your Brahmin life, the life as valuable as a diamond, the life of celebrating a meeting with the Father? See, such a wonderful life, as valuable as a diamond, the life of celebrating a meeting with the Father, the stage of the ascent, the life of becoming full of all treasures, and the life filled with total experience. Do you wish to end this life quickly? Do you have any difficulty? Yes. So sometimes because of disheartenment, we hope that destruction will happen very quickly. Baba is saying, why? Why are we hoping for that? On the path of devotion, you called out that you wanted to multiply everything 4 times of your life of super senses joy. So you have now become tired? Bap Dada is amused by those who have such thoughts. What do you still lack that you have to have such thoughts? Since you say that he is the benevolent father and that this is the benevolent life, then whatever God says must be filled with many types of benefit. In that case, why do you shake the foundation of your faithful intellect by having such thoughts as to why or how he said anything? What is Baba saying? God says, yeah, that whatever God says must be filled with many types of benefit. In that case, why do you shake the foundation of your faithful intellect by having such thoughts as to why or how he said anything? If your foundation is shaken by such storms, then how are you going to bear the huge storms of the great destruction? The storm is just of your waste thoughts, but the storms of the great destruction will be of many different types and come from all four directions. See what Baba is saying? If your foundation is shaken by such small storms, why, what, how, then how are you going to bear the huge storms of the great destruction? The storm is just of your waste thoughts, but the storms of the great destruction will be of many different types and come from all four directions. I was sharing this recently and in the West, especially because everybody has a lot of wealth and power and so on and so forth. People get offended very quickly at the drop of the hat. And Baba's children too. And I was telling them that, if such small things bother you, if such small things, offend you, what will you do when in the last moments, all the five elements of nature, the entire world will be against you? There'll be bombs falling everywhere. The trees will be falling everywhere, floods everywhere. Then whom would you want to sue? Yeah, whom would you want to, you know, be offended with? So that makes no sense. These small things that are coming actually at this time, can make us so strong over time that when the real destruction happens, when all of these calamities will happen simultaneously, we will be able to face them. And so for a moment, think of it, just this is what I think for myself, and I inspire all of you to think that if small things bother me, small things offend me, somebody said something, that's why I got bothered by that or offended by that, or sometimes somebody didn't say something, that's why I got bothered or offended, then what will happen at the end when everything is going berserk? The entire world is going, yeah, to work through its final moments of destruction. So what will you do then, even for such a tiny matter in which you can go ahead even more? You have been given extra time, companionship, and many types of treasures. So why are you so eager to finish everything? In your days of happiness, you should have patience and not become impatient thinking about when or why. Stop creating storms of your own waste thoughts. Become wealthy, become powerful. Let your intellect constantly have faith and take benefit at every second from the benevolent Father and the benevolent time. I was saying, stop creating storms of your own waste thoughts. Become wealthy, become powerful. Let your intellect constantly have faith and take benefit at every second from the benevolent Father and the benevolent time. These days of being the most wealthy and most fortunate ones, the days of having the companionship of the bestower of fortune, the most amazing time is now. Yeah, it has always been now, the present moment, but there's something very special about this now, this present time, because we are with Baba. We have the companionship of the bestower of fortune. are, and so these days are not going to come again in the rest of the whole cycle. At the time of destruction, you will remember the time of attainment. Therefore, according to the drama, whatever scenes of benefit are taking place in drama, you souls have to become Trikaldarshi, be powerful, courageous, and enthusiastic souls. What Baba is saying, whatever scenes of benefit are taking place in drama, yeah, there is always benefit in the drama, always beneficial. But we see those as obstacles, we see those as problems. Yeah, but if whatever you want to see it as, Baba is saying, you have to become Trikaldarshi. Be powerful, courageous, and enthusiastic souls. So let's say I see it as an obstacle. If I don't have the right intellect to see the benefit for now, let's say I see it, oh no, this obstacle. But can I at least see through that obstacle and the beautiful future that lies ahead? Beyond that obstacle, an obstacle is going to be there for a very short period of time. Then I can again become enthusiastic. I can again become or feel hopeful about myself, my efforts, and of the future. So Baba is saying you souls have to become Trikadashi, be powerful, courageous, and enthusiastic souls. You yourselves have to remain powerful and also make the people of the world powerful. Say if Baba is teaching us how to become leaders, and leaders cannot really be called leaders if they're weak or if they are scared. And nobody wants to follow a leader who is a chicken, right? So we can't be chickens. We have to have the courage to do what needs to be done in this present moment and in the future. So you yourselves have to remain powerful and also make the people of the world powerful. Do not wear yourself out trying to break the rocks. Do not shake in the storms that you yourselves create. Beautiful. Do not shake in the storms. Do not, in the big, in earlier on, Baba was talking about do not get blown away by the storms that you yourself create. Remain unshakable, unshakable, immovable, unsinkable, unbreakable, unstoppable. That's what we have to become. So, do you understand what you are doing and what you should be doing? Yeah. What we're doing is not what we should be doing. That's why Baba is asking this question. Many times Baba uses this wonderful phrase, a Mahan Antar, this big gap that we have between this, the effort that we should be making or what we should be doing and what we are doing, what we are and what we need to be. So this was the heart-to-heart conversation of Bap and Dada about your children and the games you play. Now play such games, such powerful games, that all of those games finish. Yeah, life is a game. Uh-huh. You know, interestingly, I was thinking about this, that either we play it too seriously or we don't play it with enough seriousness. And so what game we need to play? What game can finish all those unnecessary games? So the powerful game of playing this drama play with Bap and Dada together, doing the right things, will finish all those games. Doing the right things will finish all the wrong things. So instead of becoming disheartened, let your heart become constantly happy. Now put the sacrificial offering of such thoughts into this great sacrificial fire. Do not take them back. Sacrifice them for all time. Since you have sacrificed yourself, how can you have these thoughts? That's how I guess there's this story of Raja Janak, right? King Janak. who was told, who wanted to know. I think this is how I recall this story, that he wanted to know what is the way to find salvation, and he goes everywhere. He asks everyone, nobody has the answer. And then I think Ashtavakra has the answer, I guess, right? Or somebody. And that saint says, all right, so I can give you the answer. And so he asks him to think something, and then the king thinks and says, how can you even think? If you have sacrificed yourself to me, then you can't even think. Your mind is mine. So I will make it think what I needed to think. So how can you think? And that's when Raja Janak, the King Janak, had that epiphany. Yes, what really surrender means, what really sacrificing ourselves means. So therefore, before you leave, offer your bhog of the final sacrifice. Offer bhog of the fruits of your powerful thoughts. Do you understand what bhog you have to offer? Cha, to such carefree souls, yeah, as we listen to the salutations, let's make these few sentences into a very experiential um, exercise. Yeah, let's try to stabilize ourselves in what Baba is seeing us as. To such carefree souls, carefree, carefree, worry-free. Yeah, even in the world they say, right? Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. So carefree. They don't know what will be. So their carefreeness is actually false. Our carefreeness comes from truly understanding what's around the corner. The best of the best, the golden age and kingdom, a new life, the new age. So it's such carefree souls. So let's see ourselves truly worry-free, carefree, who have faithful intellects. We know for sure that God has come. We know for sure that God is giving us this inheritance. We know for sure that God is transforming this whole world. We know for sure that the new world is around the corner, where we will live happily ever after. Yeah, with happiness, prosperity, yeah, all the wonderful things that one can ever imagine or one can ever imagine. Beyond imagination is what we're going to receive. So having that faith, faithful intellects. So whatever Baba is telling us is for our own benefit. To those who understand the great meaning of each of these elevated versions, to those who understand the great meaning, the profound meaning of each of these elevated versions, what Baba is speaking, what is the importance of all of this? Why is he speaking all this? To those who remain trustees even of their thoughts, that this mind doesn't belong to me, not just for physical things, not just for service, but even for our own minds. I would trust you of my mind. This mind belongs to Baba. So how can I even entertain these wasteful negative thoughts? When will destruction happen? Whether I should tell people about it, reveal it, or I should remain incognito. I should enjoy myself now, family, service, what should I do? What should I not do? All these are wasteful thoughts. I cannot entertain these thoughts. That is, whatever is the thought of the father is also the thought of the children. Whatever is the thought of the father is also the thought of the children. What does Baba think? What are the thoughts that Baba has? Only benevolent thoughts, right? Only auspicious thoughts, profoundly positive thoughts, the most elevated thoughts. So those same thoughts we have to have. To the souls who are equal to the Father in their minds, intellects, and sanskaras. Our mind, Baba's mind. One continuum. My mind merging with Baba's mind. My intellect merging with Baba's intellect. My sanskaras merging with Baba's sanskaras. In a way, as if there's no distinction between Baba's sanskaras and mine. To the souls who remain close to Baba Dada. Companionship, right? Baba said, this is the only time when we experience God's companionship. We're very close to Baba, total companionship. Baba Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. So we, spiritual children, say namaste to the spiritual father. So let's take a couple of minutes together to scan through the entire Murli that we have read together. We have listened to together. And then the meditation. If you want to ask something, you're welcome to. If you want to share, you're welcome to do that as well.
Point to take home today is where Baba says, see beyond destruction and you will not be worried about destruction. So look towards the light and don't be afraid of the darkness. That has filled me to actually look at freedom and get myself free from fear. Another point of today's Murli where Baba says that he knows the speciality of each child and he knows who is to be playing which part in the drama. So another reflection here is we being Baba's child also look at the speciality of other souls that we get in connection and relationship. Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother. I really like this obstacle free or obstruction free because I love this term Vigna Vinashak and the memorial of Ganesha. When I first heard about this obstacle free, I remember, I'm not sure whether I'm right. They say there's obstacle free, especially when an aeroplane is going up and something before it takes that runway or before it goes there is an airspace above when they would like to make it an obstacle free zone so that no obstruction comes for that particular plane when it goes up. So I always compare that with when I'm trying to fly, when I'm trying to go up, what is the hitch? What is the hurdle? What is that obstruction? How do I really clear it? For it, what my takeaway point is only one thing. Why are you looking for distraction? Why can't you enjoy life when you have such good happiness, such good companionship? No need to fight life. No need to lift any stone. Keep your mind light, be nimble, dance around the obstacles, or take a high jump. I think I like that positive aspect which Baba has mentioned over here. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. I like this point in the last paragraph, which Baba says that the souls who remain close to Bab Dada in the form, fit, and function, and deeply merged in the Bab Dada's love and remembrance, then every thought, intellect, and sanskar of the soul is different. Soul is detached as a trustee, sees it from a distance, every thought, intellect, and sanskar, because the soul is merged in the combined form with Baba in the remembrance. So, in that combined form, in that merged state, the every that's the equality, that Bab Saman, then every that mind, intellect, and sanskars become souls. Then soul uses father's mind, intellect, and sanskars, and feels the fulfillment, the complete wholeness, complete completeness, sampurnata. So I think that is something which is a straight away tip technique to remain obstacle free and always be in the bliss. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Am I audible?
Yes,
Can
dear
hear.
brother, you're very audible. And can't wait to hear what you have to share.
Today Baba is talking about, here in the Murli, the word distraction came. Basically, if we consider it as a destruction, will be affected by that. But the thing is that Baba is never going for destruction. Baba is going for reconstruction. Because the destruction word is negative. But Baba is using this word as a positive word. Even destruction, if you feel like reconstruction, that can only happen if we can be soul conscious. And when we are soul conscious, we are connected with Baba. And when we are connected with Baba, we are getting that light and might. And as we get the light, the darkness disappears. As we get the might, that dar goes away. And when that dar goes away, a time will come, we will realize that yes, this is not destruction going on, but it is reconstruction. And when we talk about reconstruction, the hope, the enjoyment, the pomp, and that umang utsaha comes, that we're going for a reconstruction, that we're going for something new, something wonderful. The attitude itself changes. When the destruction, it comes about udasi, bebasi, lachar. But when it comes about reconstruction of a new world, a wonderful world, a world free from all negativities, that pomp and that happiness comes in. And you become a different person. Earlier, you were a depressed person when you were thinking about destruction. But when you're thinking about reconstruction, what that is happening, actually happening, that happiness and the confidence comes in. And that makes a very big difference. And that's what Baba wants us to be, different from the world, as because Baba is telling, I am going for reconstruction, I'm going for the new world, I'm not going for destruction. That's what I understood from this today's Murli. Om Shanti.
Brother, just to add one more reflection, I like that last paragraph again, where today is Thursday for us. And today Baba has given me what I should offer for Bhog. He's told me together. It was such a coincidence. A happy heart, stabilize in my light, be an instrument which makes me double light, and then take a high jump. I think this is the best offering today we could make for the Thursday Bhog. Om Shanti.
Shanti, Baba says, Baba would like to see us faithful, constantly faithful, right? Baba says, remain unshakable all the time. And, it is our own storms that we create, right? And we become impatient, and that's when we create that words like when, why, what, and all that. So that really puts us in trouble. And so Baba asked this question to understand what you're doing and what you should be doing. So that makes it clear that where we are and what we are, what we have to do. And also touched upon very beautiful line that Baba says, the time, right? The benevolent Father is present and the benevolent time. So this is the time. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Om Shanti. I would like to add one line. Baba has always said in the Murli about drama and this world that everything what that is going on in the Sangam Yuga is positive. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is wonderful happening. But still, we Brahmins, if we feel that something negative is happening, something bad is happening, that depends upon the state of our mind, our sthiti. And as is our sthiti, so as we feel that yes, this is bad, this is wrong. But always Baba has said, maintain your sthiti, and as will be your sthiti, so will you find. Just as Baba sometimes talks about, jaisa chashme ka rang hoga, waisa hi dikhai dega. But that what actually is happening is Kalyankari. Everything what is happening is Kalyankari. Nothing is new happening with me only. It is happening with everybody and it is Kalyankari. Drama is always Kalyankari. If we can have our thought in that frequency, definitely we'll understand the Baba's frequency. And when we understand it, we will find that yes, something good is happening. And when something good is happening, we are confident, we are happy, we are satisfied, we are content. Om Shanti.
So it looks like everyone has shared. If no one has anything else to share or ask, I think we can go into deep meditation experience. Somebody has shared today, every second, I will watch my every thought, intellect, and sanskaras as a trustee, sacrificing every limited energy into the sacrificial fire of remembrance. Closeness with the Father is in Paramdham, then I, the soul, and Father are equal in minds, intellects, and sanskaras. Therefore, that Father is responsible since we are trustees. Destruction of my old sanskaras. Do not wear yourself out trying to break stones. Do not shake in the storms you yourself create. Destruction means so much self-completion. So many nice. May I request to have your Baba picture, please? The one at the back here, Balvinder ji. This one here, or what? Which picture are we talking about? The virtual image that we create many times, or Balvinder ji, please tell us what you want. Which one? This picture? This picture was we got it from, yeah, we got it from Madhuban, from Gyan Sarovar. Yeah, this picture is from Gyan Sarovar. It was canvas, and we got it stretched onto the bars here in the US. Very simple. When you go to Madhuban, if you ask, on the left-hand side, as soon as you enter, you will see, the display where you can see Shiv Baba. And so there are Shiv Baba's pictures, posters in both portrait and landscape. Yes, you'll get it. Good, good, good. Okay, Ji. So it's 7:29. Let's take a minute to remember Baba. See ourselves as trustees, double light, totally courageous, totally powerful, total faith, no shaking whatsoever. So totally unshakable. So that we can make that high jump, go beyond the obstacles. Instead of trying to fight with those obstacles that we constantly see on our path. No more laboring, no more struggling, just flying. My mind is connected with Baba, my intellect with Baba, sanskars with Baba. So Baba's sanskars, mind, Baba's intellect, mind. Baba's mind is my mind. In any case, I'm a trustee even of my mind. So no wasteful, no weak, no disheartened thoughts can ever come in my mind. Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Shwetangbai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till that time, have a wonderful day.
My honor to be with you all. Take care.